Hello everyone. Today our topic for discussion is options, part 2, in which I'll be covering long put and short put. Let us understand what is an option. Option is basically a contract between two parties where the price is already fixed in advance, the date of maturity of the contract is already fixed, and the two parties agree on particular terms. Now, there are certain things you need to know. The first thing is the strike price. Strike price is also called as exercise price, or we call it as contract price, the price at which the contract has been agreed upon. Second is the maturity. Now, maturity can be also called as expiry date of the contract, or you can say when the contract will get matured. Premium is an amount which is paid by the buyer of the contract to the writer of the option. We can also call the writer of the option as seller of the contract. The best part of the option contract is that the buyer of the contract gets a right but not an obligation to execute the contract. So it becomes his right whether he wants to execute the contract or not to execute it. In the option, the buyer of the option has a right but not an obligation to execute the contract. That means the buyer of the option, if he wants, he can execute the contract or let it expire. But when it comes to the case of writer of the writer of the option has an obligation if the buyer of the contract tells him to execute it, because the writer of the option has been paid a amount of premium for the same. Now let us understand long put. So over here I've taken two characters, Mr. Roy and the other is of Miss Geeta. So Mr. Roy holds HUL share. So he holds one HUL share and he has entered into a 1 month contract. So on September 10th he enters into a contract where he has decided to sell his share to Miss Geeta for the contract price of rupees 2000. Miss Geeta over here is the writer of the put option who has an obligation to execute the contract if Mr. Roy asks for which Mr. Roy pays Miss Geeta rupees 200 as premium. So let us check with different scenarios wherein where Mr. Roy will decide whether he wants to execute the contract or not. Now here, to understand whether Mr. Roy will execute the contract or not, I have taken different scenarios where the spot price after 1 month will be 500, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000 of HUL. So let us check what will happen at different spot price. Over here, long put is seen from the point of view of the buyer of the sell option. So let us check out scenario 1 when the spot rate is 500 on October 10th. Now Mr. Roy has entered into a contract where his strike price is 2000 rupees. That means if he executes his contract, he will receive 2000 rupees for his share. But if he sells the same share in the spot market, he will receive 500 rupees. So naturally, he will not sell his share in the spot market. Instead, he will execute the contract for which he is paying a premium of 200 rupees to the writer of the option. So over here, Mr. Roy's intrinsic value will be the strike price minus the spot price. That is 2000 minus 500. That is 1500. From this 1500, he will remove the premium that is paid to the writer of the option. That is 200 rupees. So his actual profit will be 1300 rupees. Now this is second scenario where the spot rate is 2000. Now if Mr. Roy wants to execute the contract, he can sell his share for rupees 2000 rupees. Similarly, if he wants to sell his share in the spot market, he will still receive 2000. So it doesn't make sense even if he executes or he doesn't execute the contract, because he is neither earning any profit. But over here, his loss is limited to the premium that is paid. That means even if he doesn't execute the contract, he has to pay a premium of 200 rupees to the writer of the option. So we can say that his loss is limited to the premium he has paid, that is 200 rupees, and over here in this scenario he is not earning any profit. In this scenario where the spot market is 3000 rupees, it means that if Roy sells his share in the spot market, he will receive 3000 rupees, and if he executes the contract, he will receive 2000 rupees. So naturally he will not execute the contract, but still he has to pay a premium of 200 rupees to the writer of the option. So over here his loss is limited to the premium he has paid, that is 200 rupees. Now we have taken over here three scenarios. The same scenarios I have explained in a tabular form in the next slide. So let us see that. Now let us calculate Mr. Roy's profit and loss in different scenario. So over here I have made a table where the first column is the spot price, second is the strike price, the third is the intrinsic value, fourth is the premium, and fifth is the spot profit and loss. Under first scenario where the spot price is 500, Mr. Roy can sell the share in the spot market for rupees 500. But if he executes the contract, he will receive 2000 rupees. So naturally he will not sell the share in the spot market. Instead he will execute the contract. So difference between the strike and spot is 1500, that is the intrinsic value. From the intrinsic value he has to deduct 200 rupees of the premium that he is paying to the writer of the put option. So his actual profit will be 1300 rupees. Now in the second scenario where the spot price is 1000 rupees and the strike price is 2000 rupees. And when the spot price is 1000 rupees, Mr. Roy, when he goes to sell his share in the spot market, he will receive 1000. But when he executes the contract, he will receive 2000 rupees. So naturally he will not sell the share in the spot market. Instead he will sell it. Instead he will execute the contract. When he executes the contract, his intrinsic value will be the strike price minus spot price, that is 1000 rupees. From that 1000 rupees he has to pay 200 rupees to the writer of the option, and he receives 800 rupees as his profit. Under next scenario where the spot price is 2000 and strike price is 2000, he will not execute the contract because the spot price and strike price is equal, doesn't make any difference. So over here his loss will be limited to the premium that he has paid, that is 200 rupees. That is because if Mr. Roy executes or doesn't execute the contract, that premium amount is a compulsory amount that has to be paid to the writer of the option. Under next scenario where the spot price is 3000 and strike price is 2000. Now over here it means that if he sells his shares in the spot market, he will get 3000 rupees. But if he executes the contract, he will receive 2000 rupees. So over here he will not execute the contract. Instead he will sell his share in the spot market because he is earning more from the spot market. So his loss over here will be limited to the premium he has paid, that is 200 rupees. So his loss will be minus 200 rupees. Similarly, when the spot price is 4000 rupees, again he will not execute the contract because from the spot market he is receiving 2000 rupees extra. So he will not execute the contract. Instead he will sell his share in the spot market, whereas his loss will be limited to 200 rupees. As I said, even if he doesn't execute the contract or if he executes the contract, under both the condition he has to pay a premium of 200 rupees, that is a must to the writer of the option. Now this is the payoff diagram for buyer of the put option, that is Mr. Roy. So when we are taking up the payoff diagram for the buyer of the put option, this time it will start from the right side. Now for Mr. Roy, the loss that he faces is the premium that he pays to the writer of the option. So I have taken here one scenario where he executes the contract. So where the spot price is 500 and the exercise price is 2000. So in this scenario he executes the contract because from the spot market, if he goes to sell his share, he will receive only 500 rupees. But if he executes the contract, he receives 2000 rupees. Now when he executes the contract, his loss will be limited to the premium that he's paid, that is 200 rupees. So from there we start a horizontal line from the right side and we stop at 2000 rupees, that is the strike price. From 2000 rupees we will draw a diagonal line towards 500 rupees, which is the spot price. Now the difference between the 2000 and 500 rupees is the intrinsic value. So that is the area where Mr. Roy earns profit. So that area is shown up near the profit zone. So this is how a payoff diagram is shown for buyer of the put option. Now let us understand short put. Please do remember that long put is seen from the point of view of the buyer of the put option, that is Mr. Roy, and short put is seen from the point of view of the writer of the option, that is Miss Geeta. So now the payoff table and payoff diagram will be drawn for Miss Geeta, who is the writer of the option. Now let us understand the scenario 1 where spot market is 500. Now when the spot market is 500, so Mr. Roy will not sell his share in the spot market. Instead, he will execute the contract for rupees 2000. So when he sells his shares, Miss Geeta has an obligation to buy the shares for rupees 2000 and she has to pay 2000 rupees to Mr. Roy. Now to find out the intrinsic value, we have to um, take the difference between the spot and the strike price. So the difference between the spot and strike price is 1500. So that is the intrinsic value, and from that 1500 she has received a 200 rupees premium. So we will remove that 200 rupees from 1500. So her actual loss is 1300 rupees. Now in a layman language, if we have to understand, it means that when she buys the shares from Mr. Roy for 2000 rupees, naturally she will sell the share in the spot market. So when she's selling the share in the spot market, it is 500 rupees. So from 2000 rupees loss, she is receiving her 500 from the spot market. So her actual intrinsic value will be 1500. From that 1500, she has already received a premium of 200. So we will remove that 200 rupees also from the 1500 rupees, and then her actual loss will be 1300 rupees. Now this is scenario 2 where the spot price is 2000. So when the spot price is also 2000 and the strike price is also 2000, that is the contract price is also 2000, it doesn't make any sense in executing the contract because it is neither creating any profit for Mr. Roy, and whereas the loss is concerned, he has a loss of 200 rupees. But at the same time, when Roy faces a loss of 200 rupees as is paying a premium to Miss Geeta is earning a profit of 200 rupees in the form of a premium. So over here, when he doesn't execute the contract, Geeta gets a profit which is limited to 200 rupees. That is the premium that she receives from Mr. Roy. In this scenario where the spot market is 3000 rupees, it means that Mr. Roy can sell his share for 3000 rupees in the spot market, and if he executes the contract, he will receive 2000 rupees. So he will let the contract expire because he is earning more profit from the spot market, but still he has to pay a premium of 200 rupees. So this 200 rupees will be the profit for Miss Geeta, that is the writer of the option. So her profit will be limited to the premium she gets, that is 200 rupees. We have discussed about different scenarios where we will calculate Geeta's profit and loss. So now I'm just taking one more example through this tabular form. So let us take if the spot price is 4000 and strike price is 2000. Remember, short put is always from the point of view of the writer of the option. So we are calculating the profit and loss earned by or made by Geeta, that is the writer of the option. So when the spot price is 4000 and strike price is 2000, over here Mr. Roy will not execute the contract because he can sell the share in the market at 4000 rupees, whereas the contract price is 2000 rupees. So he earns more profit through spot market. So he will let the contract expire. But he has an obligation to pay a premium to the writer of the option, that is Miss Geeta. So Miss Geeta's profit is limited to 200 rupees, whereas she doesn't suffer any loss over here because the contract is not executed, so she did not purchase any shares over here. Now let us understand payoff diagram for the writer of the put option, that is Miss Geeta. So I've taken a scenario where the spot price is 1000 and the strike price is 2000. So this is a case where the contract will be executed by Mr. Roy, because when the contract is executed, he receives 2000 rupees, and if he plans to sell in the spot market, he will receive only 1000 rupees. So he goes for executing the contract. So when the contract is executed, naturally we have to draw this payoff diagram from Geeta's point of view. So her profit will be the premium earned by her for the contract. So that is 200 rupees. So we will start with a horizontal line that starts from the right side and it stops at the strike price, that is 2000 rupees. Since the contract is executed, it will be a loss for Geeta because she has to pay 2000 rupees to Mr. Roy. So the difference between the spot price and the strike price, that is 1000 and 2000, is the loss faced by her. So that is shown in the loss section. So this is how a payoff diagram looks like for the writer of the option. So this was all about long put and short put. Hope you like this video. Thank you.